Good morning. Welcome to our Spring Boot AI classes. Today we will learn about one of the interesting model, which is Hugging Face. Most of the people who are working on for AI models, they might aware of this, but the people who don't know, Hugging Face, it's a text generation inference. It's a specialized deployment solution for serving LLMs in the cloud. It make them accessible via an API. It provides optimized performance for text generation tasks through features like continuous batching, token streaming, and efficient memory management. To connect to the Hugging Face, what are the prerequisite like any other model which we want to connect from Spring AI? First, we need to create the key and the chart URL. If you see here, prerequisite, we'll need to create a inference endpoint on Hugging Face and create an API token to access the endpoint. So what is the advantage with the inference endpoints? If you go here, Hugging Face, what it says is inference endpoints makes deploying AI models to production smooth experience. Instead of spending weeks configuring infrastructure, managing servers, and debugging deployment issues, you can focus on only your model and your users. Hugging Face platform eliminates the complexity of AI infrastructure with providing enterprise grade features that scale with your business needs. Whether you are a startup launching your first AI product or an enterprise team managing hundred of models, inference endpoints provides the reliability, performance, and cost efficiency you need. What is the key benefits it includes? Reduce operation overload, scale with confidence, handle traffic spikes automatically without worrying about capacity planning or performance degradation. Lower total cost of ownership, avoid the hidden cost of self-managed infrastructure including maintenance, monitoring and security compliance. If you want to maintain our own application, then we need infrastructure engineers and monitoring systems and security systems. So if we use this Hugging Face inference, then we can avoid those. Future proof your AI stack. Stay current with the latest frameworks and optimization without managing complex upgrades. Focus on what matters. Spend your time improving your models and building great user experience. No managing servers. Key features fully managed infrastructure, which I mentioned already, auto scaling, observability, integrated support for open source enterprise engines, where we want to deploy our model with the VLLM, TJ or custom container, seamless integration with the Hugging Face Hub. Now, these are the main features which we will access through TGI. Now coming here, once we create the configure the application in Hugging Face, how we can do in Spring Boot, we have to use this key. Set the value from API token obtained from Hugging Face. Set this Hugging Face chart URL, whatever the inference endpoint URL obtained when provisioning your model to Hugging Face. Where we have to use this we have to provide in application.properties or AML file. For enhanced security, we can use the Spring expression language to reference custom environment variables. Same way, Either we can use in the environment file, we can export that, we can access like system.get environment. Plus, if you want to make use of Hugging Face, what do we have to in the Spring? What do we have to do? Obviously, we need to add the dependency like Spring AI starter model Hugging Face, which we learned in our previous models as well. But one thing is artifact is the different for each model. For that, we have to add here. This is a Maven. This is the Gradle dependency implementation. We can add it. Now spring.ai model.chart. If you want to enabling or disabling the chart auto configuration. So these are the different properties. Same kind of properties we have seen in other model classes. If you see here spring.ai.hugging face chart API key. API key to authenticate with the inference endpoint. Chart URL to the inference endpoint to connect to. It is removed. The chart enabled by default it will be true. Spring.ai model.chart enable Hugging Face chart model. We have to by default it's a Hugging Face. This is a simple controller example. Suppose Hugging Face chart model. Directly we can use. Here we have given the AI.generate. Whatever the value we will provide, tell me a joke. This is the default value. We can pass any message. Map.generate. This chart model will call the Hugging Face model, Hugging Face chart model. Then we'll get the response. If you want to do the manual configuration, again same way, pom.xml, maven. Then we have to use the Hugging Face model where API key and URL. Chart response, generate the names of 5 famous parties. System.out.println will use it. This is about the Hugging Face. It is very important. And one more thing, Hugging Face will have a lot of models. If you see here, Hugging Face models, there are, I can say, 1 lakh models are there. Almost, there are so many models. Where, see, if you see models, how, there are 22 lakhs 51,379 models are there. We can filter it. If you directly go to models, what are the models we can get it. There are so many models. Whichever the tasks you can take and you can work on that one. If you whether it's a text generation, any to any, there are so many models, and you can get the data sets as well. Data sets is nothing but it's a sample data where your model can make use of the data, and you can it's already trained some of the models with the sample data sets where you can make use of these data sets and work on that. If you have your own data, you can give the data sets as this format, then model will be trained with the data and you will get the results. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.